being 6'7", flying isn't exactly my favorite. And Singapore, if you guys know where it is, it's pretty far. So we had a long flight, and I was awake the whole time, couldn't fall asleep. And so I get there, you know, all of this is like getting, oh yeah, this is gonna be great, and it was fantastic. But it was kind of a culture shock, because here in Heber City, it's quite cold. Oh, Provo right now, it gets cold, doesn't really get that hot. But when I first stepped off the airplane, I was in full suit and tie and everything, and it was like drinking soup. It was so humid. It was very thick, very hot. It was a very beautiful country. I actually flew into Singapore, where the mission home is. And it was very busy. It was a very busy city. And, you know, I thought that's where I would be at. I was kind of hoping to be in Singapore. And just to soak in all like the big city and meet the people there. Singapore is a very big melting pot of cultures and religions and people and everything. And so, you know, you can walk 10 feet and meet a Chinese person, whether Hokkien or Cantonese or something like that, and then you walk another 5 feet and you meet someone from India or Sri Lanka or someone from Laos. And so it was very diverse, and you know, I was very excited about that. So, and the first week was difficult, just because I had a bunch of culture shock, but it was fun. Again, my first memories, there was so much going on. All I really remember is it was just really hot, and it rained a lot. The people were very nice. I still didn't understand anything they said. I was kind of like deer in the headlights when I arrived. Because in the NPC, I actually was supposed to learn Indonesian, but I wasn't going to Indonesia. I was going to Malaysia and Singapore. Singapore, they mainly speak English, but where I went in Malaysia, I went to Miri in East Malaysia on the island of Borneo, and they speak Iban, so which is like Malay, and Malay is like Indonesian. It's like 70% the same, so it wasn't that bad of a transition. But I went from learning Indonesian to actually supposed to speak Malay, and then in my area they were speaking Iban, so it was just a little different. It was kind of overwhelming to think about, because I was like, oh yeah, I learned this language, but I'm supposed to be speaking this language, but here they speak a different one. So that was a main theme with the Singapore mission, was that there's a lot of different languages and you have to keep up. You know, well, you don't have to keep up, but it helps.